Right, our lass is coming. Problem with the car. Lights on the dash. Engine management light. Another one. So there it is. Engine management lights on. So this is a 2020 Kia Sportage. It's 1.6 DCI, and we've obviously got engine management light on. So funnily enough, you know, got this car, thought I would upgrade her into something a bit better because we're having issues with the what car did we have before? The Ford Cougar. Funnily enough, the Ford Cougar, I had that car absolutely mint, did all the issues, got it mint, sold that on, someone got a good car there, and now we've got this and we bought someone else's shite basically. Well, it's not been too bad, but we've got an engine management light on. So we're gonna have a look and find out what the problem is, and we're gonna use this tool here. King Bolin Ediag Link, Ediag Link, whatever. King Bolin. Anyway, so that's the tool that we're going to be using. Got it plugged in already. So it's plugged in there. That's where it plugs in on the 20 plate Kia Sportage. And I've just done a scan. And I've got it up on here. So this is absolutely mint, this device. It's really cheap. It's on Amazon. This tool here, this scan tool. You just basically you scan the QR code, you get it onto your phone, and it's just absolutely brilliant, all self-explanatory, and it's showing here we've got a code, we've got a problem. So I'm going to read the DTCs, we're into it now. Going to find out what the problem is on this car. It's showing glow plug 1, glow plug 2, not interested in them because it's not actually causing any problems. What I am interested in is this code here. I'm not sure, I'm just going to go in and out slowly because I can't really see on this camera whether you can see it or not, but it's a code P24C600 Particulate matter sensor temperature circuit. So this is what it's showing the problem is. You can press this, do a search, and it'll come up. I'm not sure if I've got a signal. If I've got a signal, it'll come up and it'll give you some information on it. Absolutely brilliant. So basically it pulls the codes up, there you go. Straight onto videos on YouTube. There's some YouTube videos there. It shows you what it is, shows you exactly the part there. Excuse me. Shows you exactly the part there, and you'll see it says Hyundai. It's on the Hyundai forum, that one, and that is because it actually shares the same part as the Hyundai part. So yeah, we've got the part anyway. We'll go back out of that now, back into the app, and basically it's showing this part here, this sensor here, which goes in the exhaust underneath the car. So I'm going to whip the old one out and I'm going to put this one in. Right, to do this job we're going to need a special tool because that sensor is an absolute pain in the backside to get out. So I bought this special tool here. This is to remove the sensor. It's 24mm. You can have a bash with a 24mm spanner. I've got a nice big chrome 24mm spanner here, look. You can have a bash with that, or you can get a big bar on that special tool that I've just bought. We'll get a ratchet as well because that might do it, not sure it will. And we'll go and have a go at getting it out. We'll see if it comes out. I'm not sure it will because I've seen some videos of these and they've been horrendous, seized in, and they just do not want to come out. So first of all, we need to get this cover off here. We need to remove that and that. So this is getting interesting. So we've got the old sensor out and this is the new one, and we're going to bang this one in now. Right, got the new sensor in, and I'm going to give you a quick bit of advice. Before you get a new sensor, obviously check the wiring, that none of the wires are broken on the sensor, because it could be a broken wire, not actually a new sensor that you need. So check that first. Second thing, don't bother buying one of them. Absolute waste of time. Waste of time. So basically it was just springing them apart. No good. So advice, get like a wrench on it, like a bathroom wrench, Super Mario Brother wrench. Try and turn the sensor, get plenty of WD-40 in there, try and get it, put the penetrating oil in, probably soak it the night before as well and have a bit of go at it. Chop sensor in half, and then get a 22mm socket on a big huge bar like I did, on a cracking bar, and do it that way. Loads of heat. You need loads of heat. I've seen people actually taking the exhausts off to do these, actually doing them with the exhaust in a vise, because that's well seized in. This was that bad seized in, it was really that bad, but because I'm absolutely awesome, I was able to do it on the car. But yeah, no, it is a chew on of a job. Probably be a lot of people won't be asked in doing a job like this, because it is a chew on. You need heat, you need to heat it up. Just lob that sensor in half, get a 22mm socket on it, big bar, and crack it off that way. Keep applying heat and work it, and eventually it'll come, you'll get it out. So this is the time where I go back to here. I'm going to exit this, I'm going to go back onto an all system scan, VIN scan, Bluetooth's connecting. It's now spinning the numbers there, and it's going to pick a VIN number. It's showing previous searches, my van, the Kia's there. I probably could have pressed one of them, I don't really know, to be honest. I've not used this enough. So again, this is the Etihad link, the King Bowl and Etihad link. Get these on, I think you get them on Amazon. I am going to get sent a link, a link off the people that sent me this. It might be a discount link, so look out for that link. But either way, I'll put a link in the description to this video, because it is a really handy tool. So here we go. Automatic search. That one. Okay. Health report. So it's going to do a health report. Not sure what you can see. I'm just going to zoom in and out. I can't see how focused the camera is, if it's focused or not. Right, here we go. P24C600. So it's showing that code there. Obviously the glow plugs, ignore them. Clear the DTCs. Are you sure clear? Yeah. Clear fault memory, complete. Okay. So we'll turn the car off. And we'll see if the fault code's gone. If the engine management light's out, I mean. So the engine management light is still on. Right, so what I'm going to do, we're going to turn the engine off, ignition on, and we're going to do a fresh search. So that's it there. I've turned that light out, cleared the DTCs. So you do that with the ignition on without the engine running. So that's what the problem was there. So yeah, that's now cleared. And this is the bit where I give the car back to the missus. She takes it out, she goes up to Tesco's or somewhere like that, comes back through the door and says, lights back on. Now, hopefully that is not going to happen. So again, this is the tool that we use to do the full job. So it is a King Bolin Ediag link. We've used that tool to do the full job. Some of the other features it has, if I get it up on the screen again, on my phone, so you just basically download the app to your phone. It does oil maintenance reset, electric throttle relearn, ABS bleeding, brake reset, DPF regen, obviously your tyre pressure monitoring, it does that, your TPMS reset, steering angle reset, injector coding, battery matching, EGR adaptation. So list of things it does there. Really good, ideal cheap unit for people that wanted to do bits and bobs themselves. I'm not sure a lot of you want to do this job that I've just done on this, but yeah, thought I'd show you anyway. Good little gadget, good little tool there, good little diagnostics tool for people doing bits and bobs at home. I am actually giving one of these away, so if you subscribe to the channel, at some point I will pick a subscriber and I'll give you one of these for free. Right, that's this video done. On to the next one. I guess that's it. Don't forget to check out my other videos, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you in the next video. See you later.